Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, August 29th, 2024. It is the last breakfast stream in August 2024.
August is already over.
August is already over. I mean, soon. There are 31 days in August, so there are still 2 days remaining after this, but this is the last breakfast stream in August. Then we move into September, which means summer is over. And maybe, possibly, the incredibly hot weather.
It's gonna be cold again next week. Like after this weekend.
Cold. Cold. I'm very ready for it to be cooler. Why is it still 95 degrees?
Listen, I went for a bike ride yesterday in 95-degree weather.
No one twisted your arm.
No, they didn't.
Jess, you know where it is always cooler? Goose Bay, Oregon.
It's 75. We in a scratching mood this morning.
We got a lot of scratching to do. Anyway, hi everybody. How y'all doing? You doing good?
Kepler's
Are you
doing great.
Good? You having a good?
I think he's having a great.
I did not get up in the middle of the night last night to give him
Food.
well, I don't give him
Water?
food. I don't give him food in the middle of the night, but I give him water. And I did not get up to do that. He asked, but I was so out of it I could not do it. Like my brain could not process information. So when he was like, "Please do the thing," and I was like, "No." I like gently push him off of the nightstand. I'm like, "No." And then he did it again because he's like,
Excuse me?
"Excuse me.
You give me what I want.
At any time, I can wake you up in the middle of the night, and you need to get out of the bed and turn the sink on so I can drink.
That's how this works.
That's how this works." So he did it again, and I don't know how many minutes later that was. It wasn't that long, and I was like, I remember trying to get him to come onto the bed. I remember trying to pull him over to the bed, like, come here, come over here. And he's like, no, I don't want to go. I want to go. And then I was like, okay. I just slid him off of the nightstand again. I'm like, okay, all right, never mind that. So, yeah, I snoozed Kepi. I did snooze Kepi. I was like, not tonight, honey. I cannot do it. I was really tired. I was really, really tired. And I didn't do it. And you know what? He survived just fine. He survived it just fine. M. Tappet says, my recommendation, get the world's largest dog dish and fill it with water. So the problem is, that's not what he wants. He doesn't want water.
He does not want still water.
He has water. He has access to water at any time. He has a fountain downstairs that is constantly running. And there's been times where we've had water upstairs too. But that's not what he wants. He wants drippy water, but also I think he wants me to do it. It's the experience. It is the experience. It's true.
He'll just go sit on the counter in my office at the sink and just wait for me to go into the room.
Yeah. And like, I oblige him all the time because it's good for him. Him drinking water is good.
Yeah.
But last night, I could not do it. Oh no. I remember looking at my watch at some point, or the phone or whatever, and thinking, this is incorrect, the wrong time. But in actuality, like, that was the time I would normally give him water, but my brain was like, no, this is wrong. But actually it wasn't wrong. But I didn't realize that until I woke up. Anyway, let's read some things. We got 57 months from Seraphim 2000, 23 from Belladonna Prince, 68 months from Luna Gazer, 300 bits from Belladonna, who says, going to the Outer Banks tomorrow for vacation. Can't wait for some sun and relaxation. Oh, that sounds fun.
I've wanted to go to Ocracoke for a long time. But, like, we have to time it right.
Because you want to see...
I want to see the Milky Way, because it's a very, very dark sky place. So we have to go when there's no moon. And, like, February is best.
Yeah,
which is the ideal time to go to the beach.
We've talked about it for, like, several years. Mm-hmm. I played Subnautica yesterday.
Uh-huh.
I got really excited about a feature in Subnautica. That clown is me getting excited about a feature in Subnautica. In fairness, though, it was a really good feature. Now it's an alert, because that's just how things work around here. We got 69 months from the Great Ass Fairy. Nice. 32 months from Nintendo Nitwit. 300 bits from Squid says, can I get some good vibes? I will be starting college on Monday after being out of it for 6 years, so this will be my last breakfast stream for a while. Good vibes. Good vibes and 2 sneezes, which are luck sneezes. So this work.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, being out of it for 6 years and then going back will be an adjustment period. But you're also older and wiser, and there's benefits to that, so focus on those benefits, and everyone will be wishing you good vibes. We will miss you at breakfast stream, though. That's the hardest part. When people are like, I've got a new job, or I've got I'm going back to school, or I'm doing X, Y, or Z, and they're like, but I will not be at breakfast stream. I'm like, I'm so excited for people, and I want them to go live their best life. I'm like, maybe it sounds weird to say, like, I'm proud of them, because I'm not, like, their dad, but I am proud of them. But then I'm also like, oh, I'll miss seeing their names in chat. But Squid, you go out and you live your best life. I'm not your dad, I'm your dad's dad. That's who I am. We had 34 months from Mean Dean, 43 from Never Challenge to Chat, 63 from Luna Boy, 47 from Colton, 13 months from Brandon the Sun Dragon, 65 from Wildfire, 45 from Nomi Bookworm, 53 from A Person Dude, 33 from Reniner, 27 from Devens, 52 months from Barry Crepes. We had 100 bits from Epic DXX, 50 months from Nunshoes, 34 months from Good Faith Fox, 300 bits from Satsu. It says, my aunt saw my house for 5 minutes, and I have a cleaner arranged. I would have protested, but 1, stubborn runs in the family, and 2, I realize I've needed aid. So I've chosen not to be a clown and let this happen. That'll be my Friday. Love my family. As someone who comes from a family, and you all know this, that objects to help, or objects to nice things happening to them, I know everyone can now just hear, like, my mom's voice going, no, no, no. It is important to let those things, like, happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah, Satsy says, I had to literally stop myself from doing that. Yeah. The weird thing for me, growing up in a family like that, that's like, absolutely not. I can never accept help from anyone for any reason. although we were always willing to help others, it's just like, but we can't accept ever. It's weird to meet someone that just accepts help, because then I'm like, what's wrong with you? Because I'm used to like meeting someone and the experience is like, well, of course they're going to reject what I do several times. So if you meet someone that like just for the first time is like, oh wow, that sounds great, I'm like,
careful.
Sorry. You're not going to object? How rude. It took me a while to get over that part, so now I understand that it's not rude, it's just that they're just open to accepting help, which probably makes their lives a little better and easier. Anyway, everybody is different, but accepting help can be a very, very good thing. We had 500 bits from Gamers 00700. Appreciate it. And then 500 bits also from Incarnado. Says, can I get some good vibes from my dad? He's got surgery Tuesday morning. Good vibes. Let's say Thursday. So 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Good vibes. I hope all of that goes well. We're just about...
We're almost a year from
That's
my
what I was
surgery.
going to say. I was going to say, when was your surgery? Your surgery was September, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're just about to a year mark.
It's like 2 weeks.
You want to celebrate with a snack?
No.
Celebrate your wedding in style with Tiny Eddie's cabbage stuffed jade radish sours.
You didn't even know what it was before you objected. Now that you know, is it more enticing?
No.
That was bits from Travis Salem. Says, this will also be my last breakfast stream for at least a while. Teachers report next week and then students the week after. Enjoy others' Eddie contributions in my absence. Well, I hope that things go well for you as well. We do always lose folks when the school year starts.
Yeah.
That is one thing that does happen. Is we usually gain folks in the summer and then lose folks in the fall just for school purposes.
School purposes.
For school purposes. People gotta learn or people gotta teach. Haley, another soul lost to school. We tried to save them. Anyway, cabbage stuffed jade radish sours. Cabbage stuff doesn't necessitate that it's bad.
Yeah.
There's things that cabbage is stuffed into that are good.
I mean, normally cabbage is on the outside of things, like goblaki.
Yeah, but
I think that's how you pronounce
that. What are the little rolls?
Goblaki?
No.
Gyoza? Yeah, there's cabbage in gyoza.
Gyoza isn't the thing I'm thinking of, but yeah. Gyoza. What's the cabbage rolls?
Egg rolls?
Yeah, spring rolls, egg rolls, a lot of these things have cabbage in them. I was thinking of spring rolls. Specifically I was thinking of like the shrimp. They put shrimp in the clear rolls. I just ate some, and now the specific name of what I'm trying to think.
Gołąbki?
Summer roll.
God, Polish.
Summer roll. That's it. Thank you, Haley. Anyway, yeah. That. We had radishes.
Yeah.
They're gone now.
They're long gone now.
Like everything else in the garden.
We just harvested a melon.
I was going to say, we did get a melon. We got a melon that was actually ripe. That was exciting. And then now the rest of the garden is being consumed by bugs.
Leafy-footed, I think they're beetles.
So, like, we got one melon. And
We might get another one or two.
Yeah, well, there's like 12 or 13 in the garden growing, but we're probably going to get, just a few of them. But yeah, we got honeydew, man. It was good. I had some. Had a bite.
There was a lot in the fridge.
I could have more. I had, you had also got some strawberries, and I ate some strawberries.
Haley, you want melon?
Oh, yeah, because we got plenty. If so, I'll bring some over to you, because, like, there's a lot. And, I like honeydew, I like melon, but, like, it's not, like, my favorite
Oh, I love
thing.
honeydew melon.
It's fine. Usually I'll have it when it's in, like, part of a fruit salad type thing. But there's so many other like fruits that I'd rather have. So, but like, is it fine? It's fine. I just don't have strong opinions about it. We got 15 months from Miss Mace Windu and 41 months from Alien Will. Thank you. Honestly, I probably prefer watermelon. If we're looking at
Same.
melon specifically,
Yeah.
probably watermelon, just because
Cantaloupe is my least favorite.
Cantaloupe's fine. Cantaloupe's fine. You can salt all the melons.
How do you feel about a Santa Claus melon?
What is that?
It's a melon.
A Santa Claus melon?
Yeah. When I worked at the grocery store that one summer, it was like melon festival. They look like this.
Vagabond says, were you just going to ignore cucumbers, horned melons? I've never seen that before. I guess...
Mario Sunshine War flashbacks.
I guess, like, to some extent, melons are probably like apples, where, like, there's actually... You think, like, oh, there's 6, but there's actually, like, 600 or whatever, you know? There's probably not as many melon types as there are apple types. But I'm basing that off of nothing, so I could completely be wrong. I have no idea. We got 300 bits from Padawan Becca. There's this update. He gave me a probably will maybe go with me to the game in December. I guess that's a good... I don't speak bro code. I also don't speak bro code.
I guess when it gets closer, just be like, hey, the game's coming up.
Probably will maybe go seems good. I think that's a positive thing. I think if you got a probably will maybe, that's more yes than no. That's a lot more yes than no. Oh god, do I speak bro code? I don't know. Maybe it's something in the back of my brain I don't know about. Sachi says, it almost sounds flaky. It almost sounds flaky. It's not, but it's not flaky. Probably will maybe sounds like I want to do this. It's too early to know my plans exactly, but I would like
I have an interest in it.
I have an interest in it.
Yeah.
That's, so yeah. I'd say that's the equivalent of saying I am 85% likely to go. Schedule notwithstanding. That 15% is basically reserved for something coming up. You know, like, I really want to, but my grandma needs me to help her move a grand piano. Like, that's the 15%. Because, you know, if you have to move a grand piano, that's hard. So you have to hoist it on with a...
How often have you moved a grand piano?
Never. But I have watched Looney Tunes.
Have you ever, like, been to someone's house who had a grand piano?
Like, the answer is probably yes. Probably a baby grand.
Yeah.
Like, an actual grand piano
Yeah.
is like...
huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
Those are gigantic. I've been in places that had them. Like, but I can't remember like the specifics at this point. But they're big. You know what we would occasionally do is they used to have a piano store, which is such a weird thing to think about, but of course there has to be a piano store somewhere. They used to have a piano store in the mall. We would go to the piano store.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Good morning, Patty. Good morning, Raiders.
Patrick,
It's
Are
like
you-
9:30 a.m. Eastern.
yeah, bud, are you...
You sleeping?
Do you sleeping, pal?
You okay?
I like how we get the raid and the first thing is just immediate concern for Patty. Rolling Star! I mean, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you brought your folks by. I'm just get a little concerned. Video games are for when the sun is down.
The sun is up. It's 9:30.
I mean, it's what, 7:30?
The sun came up 3 hours ago here.
Patty says, that's why I'm done. Okay, all right, well. Good to have you. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
We haven't seen you in quite a bit. I think the last time we saw you was in Minneapolis. And I hope we get to see you again at some point. It'd be a good time. Let me know if you want to, like, come to North Carolina. We have cheer wine. That's it. We don't have anything else, but we have cheer
have
wine.
barbecue.
We have cheer wine and barbecue. So if you're like, man, I want to drink cheer wine and eat barbecue and play disc golf, send me a message. I'm serious about that. It's not like I'm 100% serious.
And Cheerwine barbecue. Astronaut's right. There is Cheerwine barbecue sauce.
We do have that, yeah.
Hi, you.
It's true.
Come say hi.
You come up here?
Kiki.
You can jump up here?
And the bridge that eats trucks.
Oh, that's true. We do have the bridge that eats trucks. A lot of people know about the bridge that eats trucks. They don't know, like, the specifics.
It's here.
All right, you have a good one. The bridge, what's it called? 11 plus?
11'8".
11'8".
The can opener.
The 11'8" bridge is in Durham, which is, like, not terribly far from here. There's an entire YouTube channel. It's called The Can Opener. Because
Yeah, they raised it another 8 inches, and
yeah.
it still eats.
Now
It just
it's-
ate something the other day.
now it's 11'8" plus 8, but it still gets... It doesn't get as many, but it does still get them. There are so many videos on, like, the YouTube channel. They should just lower the road. They probably should. Truck goes in. Truck gets stuck. The top of the truck just rips off. It's called the can opener, and that is, like, such an appropriate name for it.
Because old-fashioned can openers used to roll the top of the can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not really how people open cans nowadays.
Interesting. If you ever want to treat, look up the term starroad, which is an equivalent thing that happens in Boston, particularly around this time of year when people try to move into apartments.
It's because Boston's roads were made for, like, the 1700s.
I mean, it's true. So most of what the can opener bridge would be people like renting trucks. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, it's not completely true, but for the most part, truckers, like professional truckers, are acutely aware of, like, how tall their truck is and are paying attention for the signs that are like, this is max height. But people just renting a U-Haul are not thinking about that. They paid, $30 and they're in the truck and they're like, oh, I'm in a truck. And then they see the thing that's like, this is how big this is, but they're just like, whatever. And then they drive and then, whoosh. And I just think that would be very bad if you suddenly had to pay for
Yeah.
a truck. Seems not good. I'm always freaked out whenever I have to drive any of those trucks. Because I'm thinking, oh God, don't mess this up. You'll owe somebody something. Oh wow. Guy Astronaut says, my dad was a truck driver and he said that GPS units will just assume you're in a car and recommend going under low bridges and stuff. They need to have like a thing where you just put in your height.
The can opener has a sign that will tell you if you're over height and tell you not to go that way. People ignore it. And it starts flashing.
They're doing the best they can.
They're sure trying.
And I'm sure the DOT doesn't want to deal with any of that.
Because it's a railroad crossing, and so like
it's
the
a
rail,
risk.
Yeah, the rail system has to deal with it too if it gets like bumped too hard.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's true. Like people don't read, especially when driving. People are like, what? Sign? I don't know. Anyway.
Could you hand me my copy?
I can do it.
Thank you.
I can do it. There you are. We had 300 bits from Summer Noir, who says, good vibes, please. We had to unexpectedly put our cat down Tuesday night. He suffered heart failure, and our experience was eerily similar to Kepi's emergency. Unfortunately, he couldn't be saved. Please hug and give Kepi scritches for me, and thank you again, Mao, for your kind words. Grief is love in a big, heavy coat. That has really been helpful for me during this time.
I'm glad. I'm so sorry for your loss.
First off, good vibes. I saw what happened on Discord, and then Mao had told me that she had reached out. I had never heard that expression until Mao told me, because she was talking to me yesterday. I've never heard grief is love in a heavy coat, and when she told me that, I was like, oh wow, that's really good. That is exactly how it feels. Exactly how it feels. Yeah. It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks so much, and it is okay to just say, oh, this sucks. This is really awful. Allow yourself to feel that, and then also don't feel guilty when you just suddenly emerge out of that. That was just the weirdest part for us when we lost Sagan, was emerging out of that and being like, I feel okay, and I feel guilty for feeling okay. I feel like I'm supposed to be, sad right now, but there would be a period of time where it's like I come out of it and I can not feel so sad. And then I'd go back in.
Yeah.
But allowing yourself to just kind of go with the flow is I think the best way of dealing with it. My best to you. Because I know firsthand how hard that is. It is extremely hard. Good vibes. We also had 63 months from Death Sun Lee, 65 from Sudabite, 38 from JT Slasher, 16 from Manic Mama, 61 from Board Turtle, 18 from Pastry Bear Plays, and 44 from Jet Prower. Did you finish your coffee?
I did. It's gone now.
Okay. Very good. Okay, yeah. Sometimes a breakfast stream, I look over, and it's like it's time, and then other times it's not, which I guess is how clocks work. My point in that was that sometimes
It sure is time right now.
Well, the point that I'm trying to make is that sometimes the show it just goes fast.
Yeah.
Like it feels like it's been 5 minutes, and I'm like, but no, we have a little time. I wanted to let people know while I'm thinking about it, though. I don't have a vlog ready for at the end of stream. I have one done, but I couldn't get it uploaded last night because I had to upload Subnautica. And I don't know if people understand how long it takes to upload some of these videos. But like an episode of Subnautica is 90 gigs. And like that's big. That's really big.
Yeah.
It's the sort of thing that you start uploading it, and like YouTube gives you a time. They're like, oh, like
This will be done.
this will be like an hour and a half, and then quickly it's like, what am I talking about? No. And then it just doesn't say a time anymore. I think if it's going to take longer than 3 hours, now on YouTube, it just doesn't give you a time. It's just, the time goes away. And then it'll show up at some point in the future. So it'll be done in an hour and a half. I meant 3.5. I'm still uncertain. That's basically the way it is. And like the thing is, like, our internet is fast enough to do it quickly.
Yeah.
But like, our internet's not the bottleneck. YouTube's the bottleneck. They can only accept the file so quickly. So, and it's absolutely dependent on like time of day and what the usage of the site is. Because there's times where I can upload that 90 gig file in like 17 minutes, which is amazing. And then there's other times where it's like, I don't know, man, like, come back tomorrow. I'm like, okay. Anyway, the good news is I uploaded that overnight, so folks that missed Subnautica yesterday will get a chance to watch it today. So that's good. Yeah, Squirtle says, there's so many videos being uploaded at any given time when you think about it. Oh, yeah. It's actually a marvel to think about the fact that I can't even make up a number, but an incredible amount of videos are being uploaded like every second, and they're being stored on servers somewhere, and there's enough space to like take all of that stuff. That's crazy. And it's free. It's free. That part's very, like, I understand why. But like, that part is really insane. Like, there's just a place you can put an infinite amount of video and it doesn't cost you anything. I try to remember that sometimes when I'm frustrated at YouTube. I'm like, I live in the future, man. I have a device in my pocket that has the entire known knowledge of the universe. Well, of Earth. And I can shoot high quality video with it, put it onto the internet from the device, and it's free. It's amazing. Yeah, Vagabond says, the fact that you can access a video from 20 years ago and it'll load instantly is wild. Yes. I try to be appreciative of things like that, because it's very easy to get frustrated when things go wrong. Do I get frustrated when I open up the Twitch app and I'm like, what have you done? I mean, yes. But also, like, the fact that we can even do this is very neat.
Yeah.
It's a very cool thing. It does make me wonder what will happen in like 50 or 100 years that will be super cool and neat. And we'll be like, oh my god, how did we ever live without squirfling? And everyone's like, put on your squirfle monocle. Everyone will put on their squirfle monocle. You know what I mean? Pickleball. Squirfling is such a good website. Oh, we won't even have websites anymore. We'll only have squirfs. You put on your squirfle monocle to do a squirf, and everyone will be like, "What squirf are we doing?" And we'll be like, "I don't know, man. Red 112." We're like, "Got it." Then everyone will get into squirf Red 112. MDL says, "I'll still call it tweeting." It's very good. NDL's in the next vlog.
I think this is news to NDL.
There's a photo.
Oh.
There's a photo. I mean, it's an artist's rendition.
What? And you'll excuse me?
I think the funniest thing about this is that I'm actually telling the truth. So when the next vlog drops, everyone will go, oh, wait, he's right. You gotta keep people on their toes. That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Pretty sure I ate a scarf last time I visited 4546B. We had 54 months from Juliet 27. Thank you. Yeah, I've got a few vlogs on the way. They just all got backed up behind a massive episode of Subnautica. Subnautica's been going really great though. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I don't want to spend a lot of time on Breakfast Stream talking about it, but I do want to acknowledge that I have been having a great time.
I'm very glad for that.
I've been having a great time. It is the scariest game I've ever played. I know I've said that before, but we got some of Patrick's audience here now, and I want them to know that Subnautica is the scariest video game I've ever played. I've played horror games. Those aren't scary. Subnautica? Scariest game ever. Holy crap. Yesterday wasn't too scary, but it's because I wasn't doing...
The scary stuff?
I mean, there was some scary parts. There were some scary parts. Yesterday I was deeper than I've ever been. I was 800 meters down. I ain't never been 800 meters down. Whew. But I felt powerful at the time, based on like how I was equipped.
Yeah.
But it was still punching sharks. You can just kill things. That's what makes some of that more palatable. Because at the beginning of the game, they're like, well, you can't kill anything. You don't have any weaponry. And then later on, you're like, no, I'll find a way. I'll punch some sharks. And I did. Anyway, it's great. It's great, and I'm looking forward to playing the rest of it. I don't really know where I am in relation to the game. But How Long to Beat says main quest is like 30 hours, and I'm at like the 18-hour mark. So I presume that I'm more than halfway through the game. But it's also the sort of thing that if you knew what you were doing, it feels like you could speedrun that game pretty quick. Because if you know what to do and you know where to go to find the things you need, then yeah. I'm like... Actually, I'm super curious now. I need to know. I'm not going to watch it, but I'm just going to type in Subnautica... speed run. Under 29 minutes. Jesus. That's amazing. Glitchless in 56. That's just wild.
Get good.
That's just wild. That's really wild. I like to watch speedruns occasionally for games that I've finished. I typically prefer to watch glitchless, just because that's, to me, in my mind, I'm like, okay, this is what I could have actually done, and let's see how they do it, and then they just blow my mind. I'm like, oh my god. But it makes a little more sense to me in Subnautica, because it's like, there are things that are in locations, and if you know where those locations are, you can probably zoom, zoom, zoom. So, at some point I'll beat that. I don't remember the last speedrun we watched together, though. It's been a while.
Yeah.
We watched...
we normally watch one after we beat a game.
Yeah.
Unless it's, like, long.
Yeah, if it's real long, then we go, eh.
Yeah.
I remember we watched a speedrun of Sunshine.
Yeah.
when that was done. Did we watch one for Galaxy?
I think so.
I think we did. Yeah. I've watched a speedrun of Breath of the Wild, but that's because it was like 5 minutes. You can beat the entirety of Breath of the Wild in like 5 minutes or something. Something ridiculous like that. So, the Tears of the Kingdom speedrun is probably similar. There's probably some nonsense going on in there. So, now I'm looking forward to beating Subnautica so I can watch someone beat it in an hour. That's exciting. Chaz says, EB Glitchless has been around 3 hours and 38 minutes for many years now.
Wow.
Yeah, and like that's fast, obviously. But it's also like, can that even get faster? Probably not by much. People probably narrowed that. Yeah, but they didn't do it on a bike. That's true. I would really love to try and do a glitchless Earthbound speedrun at some point. I think that would just be fun for me to just try and do things as quickly as possible. Like, without knowing anything, because I don't know anything about it. Just, like, what I think in my brain would be fast. To be like, I don't know, I guess this. Chaz says, it's not fun. I appreciate the brutal honesty. Like, in my mind, playing Earthbound is fun. So I'm like, oh, it would be a fun, interesting challenge to try and do it quickly, because I've never tried that.
You know what you could try?
What's that?
Ancient Cave Randomizer.
I do happen to know... I don't know if you know this. I happen to be close friends with a person who runs the Earthbound Randomizer. Did you know that? Earthbound.app. I've never tried it. I actually do feel bad.
I have tried it.
Have you? When?
Recently.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
When, though? When was it?
Recently.
Yeah, Chaz runs the Earthbound Randomizer. So if you're someone that likes Earthbound and wants to play it in a new fun way, go to earthbound.app. Vagabond says, I can't believe you don't play your friends' games. I still haven't played Undertale. So... it's fine. It's fine. I just didn't mention that to Toby last time I saw him, because he doesn't need to know. It's fine. I will play it at some point. Like, I think I will. But it's... That game's particularly difficult because I feel like I already know all the story beats. Mm-hmm. Like, it's seeped into pop culture in such a way that I'm like, God, I think I know this game, and I haven't even played it. So that's hard. But at some point. I did do a first 20, yeah. I did a first 20 right when it came out. Because I was like, oh, Toby, yeah, I'll play your game. See if I can drum up some interest in your game. And then that didn't matter. that didn't matter quick. Did it help? I'm gonna assume it didn't hurt. Yeah, I think I covered it like right when the game came out. But within the first week of the game coming out, people are like, oh, this game is the second coming of Christ. And I was like, oh. And then they were like, you know that one game, Half-Life 2? That's garbage. Have you played Undertale? And I was like, oh my god. Yeah, things change very quickly. But have you played The Secret of Golden Corral? I want to, oh, speak of the devil. Undertale. I do want to make another game at some point. That's a game that's a thing that I'd like to do, like a stream. Mm-hmm. It's just hard because the last time we did it, I think it was like 11 hours. So, you know, it's a commitment. But it's something I'd like to do. It is.
You could break it up into multiple streams. And
I don't want to do that. I want to sit down. I want to make a game. I want to stand up and be done. Except for the several more hours I put into it, like after the fact. Yeah, Haley says, make a game with Alex. We could. We could do it. It is hard to do the collaboration part, like, in a live stream, though.
Yeah.
That part is difficult. And I can do it myself. Sitting for 11 hours and making a game is how you get blood clots. I think I stood up. Maybe. Did I stand up? I probably stood up. I probably took breaks. I'd have to pee. I can't not pee for 11 hours. I mean, I can do that. How long was it on the plane that I didn't move? 13?
I try and help you.
I know. I learned not to do it.
And I told you that.
Yeah, I know not to do it, but that is a thing that happened. I did sit on a plane for like 13 hours straight and not move. But I know not to do that now.
I told you at the start.
That's the important part. Yeah. I was playing Dragon Quest. I beat Dragon Quest. 1 and 2. Dragon Quest 3 is longer. So I think that actually would kill me. Haley says, did not have to pee. That's more concerning to me. I don't think I think I got around that by not drinking liquids. Which is actually worse. I basically was in a plane coma for 13 hours. Yeah, I won't do it again. Don't worry, I won't do it again. I won't do it again. And you know, Mao had mentioned at the time, she's like, I think you should get up. And I was like, you know, I feel fine. And in fairness, I did feel fine. But I realize now that it doesn't actually matter. Wow. Haley says, I don't care. Do it again. Cool. It is dangerous. You are supposed to, like, move your body. I don't think I could do that on an American plane. Because we were doing international travel. The seats were bigger.
Slightly.
I mean, like, noticeably. Are you giving him a little babushka?
I tucked him in.
You're tucked in, bud. You're so precious. You're gonna get a photo taken of you because you're adorable. Hi, bud. Hi, sweetheart. Oh my goodness. Alright, hold on. I'll send this to you. Haley says, look, we got you the empty seat. That was one of the best flights I've ever had in my life. Like, not even close. Just having that available. Hold on, let me crop this so it fits on the screen better. Oh my goodness, little man. Little man. Why did this get so... Am I losing my mind? Is that... Why is this photo
Why
so
did it
dark?
get so dark? Hit edit?
There it is.
Oh, weird.
That was some sort of, like, HDR nonsense, briefly. I think that's what that was. Alright, you're gonna see it. Hold on. It's coming. Hold on. There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's true. You can't talk about a photo without the cat tax. He just all He just all up in there. Little cutie. Yoda. Little guy. Thanks for waking me up.
Hey, drink time.
Drink time, drink time, drink time. Hey, drink time. Drink time, drink time. Always drink. Never not drink. Don't we... Wait a minute. Don't we have that thing?
It doesn't work here.
That was the last house.
We didn't try it at the last house.
What? I thought we tried it at the last house and it didn't work.
No.
I don't need to drink, but he should drink. Well, what?
I believe it's under his sink. You can try setting it up.
Yeah, I don't think we've tried to install it here.
No.
So
You can try setting it up. It's under his sink.
we should do that. Several houses ago.
It's under his sink. You can try setting it up.
Yeah, several houses. I'm explaining what it is, though.
Yeah.
They don't know. Several houses ago, we bought a thing that hooks up to a sink, and it's motion detected. That basically is a fountain that the cat can activate. And based on how the pipes were at the house several houses ago, like it didn't work. And Mao even like called the person that made it, and they were like,
Oh yeah, he
"Ah."
was super helpful about like trying things.
He was like, he's like, I don't, just that's just not gonna work. And we're like, oh no.
It's because the faucet at that house was really cheap. So I don't know if it'll be something that will work here or not, but
I mean, the stuff in this house also is cheap.
yeah.
So, because everything's like really builder grade, but it's, it's a different house. It's a different roll of the dice.
Yeah. You can try.
Yeah. NG Ben says, can Kep learn this easy? I mean,
I think he could.
I believe he could. So probably. I think you could do it, buddy. Once he realizes that he's the one turning it on, he'll be like, oh man.
Summer North says, how's the caulking project? The shower. Steven said he was going to try and get some of the last remaining stuff off that I can't.
Oh, yeah. I have to be reminded of that.
Yeah.
I can't do that today.
You can or you can't?
I can.
We have another shower, so.
What?
So it's not like it has to be done today.
No, but if it's never going to get done, if it doesn't get done, so like let me do it.
Okay.
At like 1 or 2. Remind me at 3 p.m. to shower with the scraper. Sorry, I was thinking about it and I was like, no, not 1, 3. 3 is better. Let's do 3. Yeah, at 3 o'clock, I'll scrape.
Okay.
I will scrape. And then once that's done, we're closer than ever to accomplishing shower time.
I have the majority of it off and cleaned, but there's a few spots that I just haven't been able to get. So.
Yeah. Is confused. Takes shower with a spatula. We are quite literally trying to scrape off all the dry. That is what is happening. But once that's done, we can...
Then I have to give it a good wash to make sure that the remover is gone.
Yeah.
Let it dry real good, and then I can redo it. And then it needs like 48 hours to cure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we'll get our shower back.
Then we get our shower back.
Yeah. It's been interesting showering in the guest room.
Yeah. I mean, I showered in there post-surgery.
Yeah, like it's fine. It's just different. It's a smaller...
It is a smaller shower.
It is a smaller shower. Is it shorter? No.
The guest
I
room
guess
shower
not.
is just like a normal, like, tub shower with a curtain, like the really standard kind.
Yeah.
But the shower that we're redoing is a glass box shower.
Yeah. It's been fine. It's been fine. You know what I do like, though?
What?
One huge improvement is that shower is physically closer to the water heater.
Oh, yeah. Downstairs. Mm-hmm.
And upstairs, if I'm like, can I have hot water? It's like, go make a coffee. But downstairs, I'm like, can I have hot water? And it's like, yes. And like, that's neat. I like that. Yeah, upstairs it takes...
Minute and a half.
I'd say like 2 or more minutes in order to get hot. And it surprises you too, because you'll turn it on and then you're like, okay, so now you're hot, and then it's like still ice cold and you're like, oh, okay.
Well, right now it's actually when it's on cold all the way, it's still slightly warm. Because it's warm outside.
Yes. We are in the hot months.
Yeah.
Where it's 90-something degrees.
And in the winter, the cold is very cold.
It's just, the high is 95 just every day.
Until, like, Tuesday.
Yeah. On Tuesday, we should, like, exit our home.
We should.
I
I'm going to take advantage
firmly
of
in
that weather and go for many a bike ride.
It's going to be fall soon. And when it's fall, that'll be great. And then fall will like quickly end and it'll be very cold. And I'll be like, oh. But then I'll get a hat. I'll wear a cute little hat. It'll be very cute. Every time you see me, you'll go, you're so cute. And I'll say, I know. That's my plan. That's my plan for the winter, is to have a cute hat.
I want to get a cyclist hat, like the little tight ones with the tiny little brims.
I don't know what that is. I would like to know what that is. I just don't know what that is.
It's basically like a really tight baseball cap with a tiny brim.
Show me. First a Santa Claus melon and now this. I'm learning so much. Breakfast Stream is an educational show.
That hat.
Huh.
Like...
I'm like, have I ever seen this before? I don't know if I've ever seen that in my life, to be honest.
It's just real tight, tiny hat with tiny brim.
But you don't wear that when you're biking, do you?
Some people wear it under helmets, and some people are like, you shouldn't, and some people are like, it's fine.
Yeah,
but like when you take your helmet off, you have helmet hair, so then you put the little cycling cap on.
Why would you take the helmet off?
If you're going in for coffee somewhere.
Oh.
Listen, I've learned cyclists just like to stop and have sugar and coffee at every opportunity.
So they're normal human beings.
No, cycling's an excuse to go do those things.
Oh, okay. It's like we want sugar at every possible moment. I'm like, yeah, it's the same. We need places where you can just stop and have salt. That's what I need. 300 bits from Satsy. It says, okay, bet. Will I make it out of the house and also return before 10 p.m.? I need to get to an ATM to pay for tomorrow. Or will I be left high and dry like a clown? Beans, by the way. I have beans. Should probably beans. It's already 10. I should beans. Got the beans by 10. You can do that by 10. I say as I'm just like, yeah, you can do that. I've decided that that's possible. We also had 36 months from Linders. That's a 3. And 26 months from Galactic Baron. Thank you. It is lol now. While the beans are rolling, I can talk briefly about the things that are happening this week. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I've got a vlog done.
Tomorrow morning at 11 a.m.
Tomorrow's Friday.
I know.
Wow.
I'm going to do a nail stream, and we're going to vote on polish colors.
Wow.
Because I don't have anything I need to paint on my nails. I just want to.
Wow.
So chat is going to do a few polls and decide.
High five.
Are you deciding too?
Okay. So that's tomorrow at
11 a.m. Eastern.
11 a.m. Eastern. Yeah. And then, of course, tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, we jump back into Tears of the Kingdom. We don't have very many streams left. Like, we're estimating 2 to 3. Like, 2, and then if we need to, 3. So there's not a whole lot left. We're working on viewer suggestions right now. And then we obviously need to dedicate a stream to just, like, the end. Which I'm sure it won't take the entire stream to do the end. So there'll probably be like half viewer suggestions and then half not. But yeah, 2 streams, maybe 3, maybe 2. Neat. Yeah, and I did the Lionel Coliseum, and that was fun. I don't know if you knew this happened.
What?
Josh watched our stream
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
So, like, the entirety of, like, the Lionel Coliseum fight,
there's, like, a live react from Josh.
he's just watching us play.
And Jiggy watched Josh.
And then later, Jiggy watched Josh play. I didn't watch that, because that was too deep. I was like, I don't have the mental capacity to think about all this. But I did watch...
You should stream yourself watching Jiggy.
And Ouroboros of streaming. Yeah,
Josh was mad?
Josh was very mad because
Why?
Josh says I did not deserve to survive. Because at the beginning he was like, oh, he's going to die, he's definitely going to die. And then as I started to not die, he was like, he didn't deserve to win. I'm like...
What? That makes it sound like you did something, like, cheating.
I brought 4 Sunday Lion things.
Oh.
Right?
And
I
that
brought
was...
4 Sunday Lion things, and Josh brought none.
Ah.
And Josh was like, I did it without any. And I was like... Okay. I parried a lot, which was good.
Yeah.
The parrying was going well. There was also a part where Josh kept screaming. He's like, "This is the part you use the arrows," and I never used an arrow in that fight at all. And like, in fairness, he was right. And I vaguely remembered back to Breath of the Wild of like, oh yeah, you're supposed to shoot them in the face because then it makes the ding sound and they fall. But I forgot about all of that during that fight. So the Lionel's like, let me shoot you with my mouth gun. And I'm like, bye. And I just run. But you're actually supposed to shoot him. If someone's trying to shoot you with their mouth gun, you have to shoot them with your mouth gun first. It's life. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Vlogs today. Subnautica VOD today, probably in not too long. Tomorrow morning, 11 a.m., Mal's doing nails, and then tomorrow night, 8 p.m., we're doing Zelda. And that's it. And then we'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Mal will be back doing Dark Cloud.
Yep.
Okay. All right, y'all. You have yourselves a wonderful Thursday, and we will see you in the morning for painting, nail painting.
Nail art.
It's still painting,
Yeah.
right? Like, it's that you can call that painting.
You can. It's a brush.
You can, and I just did.